40 years, you said. So this is what it looked like Tuesday night at Cintas Center. So many people wanted a hug or a handshake. It felt like Herb Bauer couldn't even do his job. The PA voice of Xavier basketball for those 40 years, he and I added it up to about 700 games, and he just called his final game. He doesn't need to say a word. The voice that could lift an entire arena to its feet. This time, they stand for him. The soundtrack of Cintas Center. He looks speechless. A moment to honor his work. The work he called the honor of his life. It still sounds like you have a lot left in you, though.
Well, isn't that the way you want to go?
He's easy to find. The only person on press row with a microphone is Herb Bauer, a career that started at the Cincinnati Gardens, just not with Xavier, but an exhibition NBA game featuring the world champion Celtics.
The day before the game, the general manager came to me. I think someone had, at the last minute, had canceled on him. He said, "Can you do PA announcing?" And I said, "Sure." I said, did it in high school, which was a total lie. I had the script for the starting lineups and my microphone in my left hand, and I swear to God, I was shaking so hard that you could have heard it in the microphone if the acoustics were better and the place was not packed.
Hired by Xavier in 1986, Herb wore the headset through different coaches and different buildings, but it's the same signature call that never changed.
The three-point field goal call came from lack of creativity. Jeff Fogelson, the late athletic director who was here, when I started, he said, you want to make sure that the fans understand that, the difference between a three-pointer and a two-pointer with your call. And I couldn't come up with anything. So I just started saying, three-point field goal, three-point field goal. Three-point field goal, three-point field goal. Trayvon blew it for Xavier.
Game day. His final game looked like this. The so many hugs and the countless handshakes for the voice of so many fans and the countless number of moments. 40 years, Herb only missed one game. A voice that will be missed in Cincinnati. 40 years of doing this. Why is now the time to walk away?
I just thought that just seemed like the right time. I'd been kicking around for a couple years, and selfishly I wanted to get to 40, and selfishly I wanted to get my last crosstown shootout.
So I know you're wondering the one game he did miss. So that happened last year. He told me he woke up, didn't feel right that day, and called in for a backup. It's the only game he missed. In fact, he said he started to feel better before tip-off and wanted to go, but it was too late. I asked him if he'll still go to Xavier games now that he's not working. He said he's buying season tickets.
Everybody is going to never let him alone.
But the seat won't be the same, right?
No.
He's watched games at Xavier courtside forever, and now you have to go back in the crowd. But you're right. If I was sitting next to him at a Xavier game next year, I would say every time they make a three-pointer, give me that three-point field goal call.
The skill that takes to be the announcer at a game, not only the hard work of knowing everybody's name and getting it right, but it adds so much color to games.
He said when he got the job, he called the PA announcer for the Reds at the time.
Yeah.
And he said the Reds announcer gave him the advice, you're not the game, but you can affect the game with momentum, especially in basketball. So that's why you have to rise to meet those moments. I said, you're such a soft-spoken guy. I said, I'm a completely different person on the mic. I love that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a great, and I loved your call with him that you showed last night.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Is that on your Twitter or anything like that?
It's on my Twitter.
Right.
I did the call with him. The funny thing is Xavier fans are now DMing me saying, can you give me the clean version of that? I want it to be my ringtone. I have it. So if you're one of the people who was asking me about that, I'll post it for you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's funny.
Great story, man.